Today I'm going to be going over shipping and packaging when it comes to trading and selling online. Um, those of you who have done business transaction with me, whether through trading or selling or me buying from you, you know that I have somewhat of a small reputation when it comes to um, packaging things and getting things sent off and making the trade complete on time and everything, and having a good credit reputation for doing things right. So today I'm gonna be going through on the methods that I use to do this, and it feels like people have done this before, but I want to show you my method, right? So a few things that you will need when it comes, well, first of all, there's two types of packaging. Number one is just like lower end cards, cheap cards that doesn't cost much. So what you're gonna be needing those is most likely plain white envelope, all right? And I actually like to buy the one with the window on it, and I'll tell you in a second why. Right? And what else you need? You need your penny sleeves, obviously, because you always want to put your cards that you're sending to in a penny sleeve. All right, and you're actually not going to need a top loader, because I know the top loaders, they're actually some most good amount of you are having trouble finding top loaders because they're always sold out and everything. If they are, they're great. If you need it, if you have them, great. But top loader actually are a little bit heavy, and you can't have too many top loader. You can't put too many cards in it, so you will need a few more top loader if you have a lot of cards. But the method that I use for this one is a team bag with a comic book cardboard in it, and I'll explain to you a little bit how I do that. All right. And the benefits of that. All right. Now for higher end trading, okay, what you're gonna need is, now you will need a top loader. That, because most of the time you're shipping like one or two, so, and it doesn't matter about weight when it comes to top loader. I mean to higher end card kits, you're gonna be putting in bubble melt. So then you're gonna need cardboard, right? Cardboard. You're gonna need tape. You're actually gonna need a team bag also, team bags. Okay, you're gonna need actual industrial tape or packing tape, which I had it up. Packing tape, I have in a packing gun, in a tape gun, which actually is a convenient too. And also a bubble mailer, right? Now, I'll explain why I have a Amazon Prime bubble mailer, and this thing's huge compared to this one. What I'm going to do with it, I'll explain to you in a second. So those are the two categories, lower end and higher end. And then if you really high end ones, then I would suggest you get a magnetic case. I don't use magnetic case when I store things in. I actually use, where do I use? I use semi-rigids. But when it comes to delivering things, all right, I use magnetic case, and magnetic case are good because you could actually bypass a lot of things because they're already hard, right? And chances are, if you were to bend a card through this, it's because something hit it really hard and break the whole entire thing, which requires a lot of force, right? So let me get down to the top view to show you exactly how do I package things out. And also TCG players, all right? TCG players, I do packaging, and I have here already order form, which I will explain how do I even fit that into this. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's just start with the plain white envelope, aka PWE. So whenever you see the word PWE in Discord or Facebook or any internet, that means plain white envelope, which are these. All right. So here's the order packing list from TCG Player. Of course, I blotted out the the address of my buyer, obviously, And the name of my account on TCG Player is Ty Cards, aka I'm Terry Ty, so Ty Cards. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna look at the number. All right, it says favorite scene red, unlimited, which is very important. You make sure you know between unlimited and first edition. Rainbow foil. Here's my favorite scene, all right, and also throttle red, unlimited. Now remember what I told you about the team bags. Alright, so right here is my team bag, which here is the brand Team Bag, Ultra Pro Team Bag. Alright, and I'll put up a link on Team Bags, which I don't know because I can actually Ultra Pro hasn't been selling. If I'll just share the links if Ultra Pro does have it. If not, then here's the brand. You can look it up on eBay. Oh, you have to pay a little bit of a premium, which I did because Ultra Pro is always sold out. Alright. And you're gonna have a comic book, comic book. These are the comic books cardboards. It's big. It's a big piece, like about this size, and it's used to keep the comic book straight. All right, I cut them up, and I cut them right to size where actually this was a science. There's a lot of trial and error, and I actually cut them perfectly where I place them right there into my team bag. Alright, so remember what I told you before, people would use top loaders? Well, it's very hard to put two cards into one top loader, right? But if you were to use a team bag and a cardboard, it fits in perfectly, and it's much lighter than a top loader. Now, if you were to put, let's just say, multiple cards, I have a few bunch of cards over here. If you were to put 4 cards, you would need at least like 2 top loaders, all right? And then 2 top loaders will weigh a lot more than this, all right? So, and when it comes to plain white envelopes, you're allowed maximum 1 ounce, and you could get more than 1 ounce if you have the more stamps or additional ounce stamps. But for my case, I like to save up and use things what I need. Okay, so what you're gonna need. Save it up. Now here, the great thing about TCG Player, you see this dotted line right here? All right. It's actually a line for you to show where to fold it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold that right on the line. Perfectly. All right. Now, this is the part where I actually did a little trial and error. I'm going to get a Scotch tape. All right. Just do the loop thing to make it a double-sized tape. Stick that right in the back of my team bag cardboard. Now from here, I actually did this to a science. I'm gonna place this perfectly with a little bit of edging right here, a little bit of space, and I'm gonna fold that exactly over so that it sticks to that end side of, and I'm gonna fold it so that when it opens up, it'll be right there when they open it. Now from here, I'm just gonna match it along with that line. Alright, and then fold it over. Now make sure it folds perfectly over right there. So then, now this is where I told you about the plain white envelope with the window, because if I were to put that right now, I tape it so then it won't shift side to side. Okay, now I'm going to place it in. And voila, shows it right on the thing. You take it up, put your stamp, and write your name. Now, Louis from Signature Table TCG, he has a perfect viewing plan because he does a lot of order. I don't do that many orders, so I actually handwrite my address on this. But he has a stamp that with his P.O. box, he stamps it on. Done, every time. So that is the plain white envelope method that I do. All right. Now, here comes the higher end. All right, higher end cards. All right, for example, let's just pretend this is a higher end card. You obviously need your, of course, always penny sleeve. All right. Now, penny sleeves are actually a rare thing, especially for Ultra Pro penny sleeves. If you can't find it, Beckett sleeves will be just fine. I actually found these for $1 at my LGS. And because these were actually, I bought these 3 for $5. As soon as I heard that, I bought these first, and then as soon as I heard that these were $1, I scooped up 20 of them. So I got about 2,000 penny sleeves. But let's get back, I'm derailing. Okay, so I will put my card in my tin, which should already be in. All right. You also, if you want to, this is just for your convenience of your buyer, all right, or your trader. You could take one of these tabs. These are like bookmarkers for textbooks and stuff. You place it on. Now you're gonna take your top loader, place it in. All right. So from here, there's a reason why. If your buyer or your trader, they were taken, instead of trying to fish through it, you just have to slide out. All right. Now here is where it really irks me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right. Never, ever, ever take this and then place it on top and tape it on top. Never tape your top loader. Never. That is a sin that I'm going to put there. One of the 7 deadliest sin for TCG trading. Right? What you will need, again, is a team bag. Take your team bag. See that? Take your team bag, put it in there. All right, and you open this up, take out that little piece of plastic, and you just fold it right over. You could fold that thing over with it too, and there you go. It won't ever fall out. Dust not gonna come in. Perfect, right? Now this is where it comes in with cardboard, right? Cardboard. I need oversized cardboard. You never want to put this high-end cardboard, just a top loader, into a bubble mailer. Things could happen. This thing's not that strong. Right? You want to fortify it a little bit. Yes, cardboard, even if you have this and then if something were to hit it and crush it, it will still bend the card, but at least they will have to have something strong. All right, so your cardboard here. Now, before I even get to this part, you're probably wondering, oh shoot, look, Terry, you actually use, is that a case from Flesh and Blood? Yes, it is. And it's just to show you, I have one right here, just to show you how I do this right now. Now it might get a little loud, boys and girls, but here. Now my girlfriend has this perfect thing that she found on TikTok. This thing is scissor. You could use your own scissor, but this I actually had the luxury of having this. This thing cuts cardboard, so it cuts it really fast, so it gets a little loud. So here, boom, I already got it. Now from here, I cut off just the wings. I cut out all the wings and just keep this middle part. This is the part that I really want. So I'm gonna do this real quick so everybody can see. That's one side. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now these, for me, recycle. Always very important. Recycle with the rest of the paper and cardboard. Okay. Now here, if you look, these two are the short side. These two will go together. These two will go together. So what I do is I cut this. All right, so just off the back, these two, look, it's the same one as this. Just off the back, you already got those. Now from here, this is where you, if you want to, you can measure. I usually just eyeball, right around there. There you go. Not bad. That's actually really good. Now here, do it again. Alright, now be careful with this part. This part is where the extra flap. You can take it out, but for me, I just flip it on the other side. To the flat side. Boom. There you go. So those are my cardboards. So let's go back to the original two. Alright. And I actually have a lot of cases, boxes, that I actually cut them all up and made. Alright, so from here, you need your Scotch tape again. Place it in the middle. Alright, you want it in the middle. And then use your Scotch tape. Tape all 4 sides. So it will not go anywhere during transport. Okay. Alright. There you go. Take it out of the cardboard, place it on top, sandwich it. Alright, now you need your industrial tape, your packing tape. Okay, now I have a packing gun with it, which is actually really simple. Look at that, it just comes right off. I feel like an infomercial. Comes off so easily. Alright. Place it, like that. tape it again, tape all four. So that, now be careful, don't want to over tape it where it becomes a problem for your recipient to get it and have to really use like a razor or some sort of like have a hard time and end up damaging your card, and then they get really frustrated. So there you go. Now here it comes where it comes to your bubble mailer. I have here, I don't buy any bubble mailers because I have a lot of packages. My girlfriend buys a lot of things from Amazon. I buy a lot of things from Amazon. So we're just gonna cut this up and make this and use this as our own packaging. So I go halfway. So I'm gonna cut half. Okay. Cut it halfway. Okay, now you gotta be careful. Let's see, halfway of this, that. You want to cut it a little bit higher than usual because you have to account for the width, the height, not the height, the thickness of the thing. So let's see if it fits. If it doesn't, if it's a little bit short, that's okay because I'll show you how you do that. So here, oh look, it actually overloops just a little bit perfectly. So from here, use your packing tape. Go a little long way. Alright, so from here I like to make it almost as tight as possible where I actually put thing over and I fold it over. Fold it over because I don't want to leave a little space where people could peek through the side in between the tape to see, hey, what's that? Cardboard? Oh, it must be cardboard gold. Right, so you lift, it folds over so you don't have to look in between. It folds over. Right, now for the top part, same thing. Measure it. Perfect. Look how, see how easy I cut through my tape because of the tape gun. So tape gun is actually very, very useful. Make sure you get yourself a tape gun. And don't buy the staple one like the 3M. Buy any cheap generic brand packing tape. Right? It actually cuts a lot better. Now notice there's a little bit here. I don't really care because later on once I get my packing label I put it here and I tape it over with my packing tape over again. So those, there you go. Method number 1, plain white envelope, and method number 2, what you call it, bubble mailer with cardboard, tape loader, top loader, team bagging on. Now remember the last one I told you about with the magnetic case? This, if you have this, you bypass most of the thing. Let me see, is this a perfect sleeve? No, this, yeah, this requires a perfect sleeve. Let me try to find one without a perfect fit. Alright, so if you, I don't really use perfect fit because, perfect sleeve, because they kind of touch on the edges, which might ruin your card quality if you're actually grading. So imagine this is a high-end card. Be very careful with it. Okay, penny sleeve. Open this sucker up. All right, place that there, right on top. Close it up. Make sure you don't pinch any sides. Okay. Oh, I have it opposite. Sorry. Okay, and then place it down. Now, just for insurance, so in case you don't want it to pop open, take a little bit of Scotch tape, place it on top. Okay, this you could do in top loader. No, this because you don't have to worry. All right, so from here you actually, if you want to, put bubble wrap on it. Let me see if I have any bubble wrap. All right. So this is a little bit overkill, but if you want to, you bubble wrap it. All right. Once you bubble wrap it, pop it straight into your thing, and then you're done. All right. So that is all for today, boys and girls. I hope this helps you with packaging, shipping, and all that stuff. All right. So until then, peace.